Hi guys, welcome. I am Judith, your coach for the DME's challenge. Everybody knows this is my favorite time of year, and we're about to launch our fourth cycle of the challenge. And this time we're going to be raising money for the GRIT team. Now, the GRIT team is something that's been brought forward by Ontario Equestrian, and that brings me to today's guest. So thank you very much for joining me. This is Brandon Hall and Hillary Gregory from Ontario Equestrian, and they're both very involved with the GRIT team. Hi, guys.
Hello. Hey, Judith.
So let's jump right in. When was the GRIT team started? And what is the GRIT team? What is it all about? Brandon, can I ask you that?
Absolutely. Of course, we developed a new program, state of the art, and COVID hit. So it all happened last year, and it is a program that pretty much every provincial sport organization, which we are, needs to complete or create. So provincial sport organizations are required to do everything from grassroots entry-level programming all the way up to amateur high-performance sport. So we've kind of identified a little bit about that grassroots entry level with rider level programs, rookie riders, etc. But we've never really developed that amateur high performance program that extends itself up to Equestrian Canada selecting members for the team. So this is our first kick at the can, and that's how GRIT was established, where we essentially identify riders within Ontario in the three Olympic disciplines of eventing, show jump, and dressage. And we have developed this program that not only tracks your success in the show ring or the competition ring, but also outside of it to ensure that you're really going to be built to do the behind the scenes work to get yourself up and running and successful.
That's fantastic. And now, Hillary, it's you that has the one-on-one dealings with the athletes on a day-to-day basis. Am I right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so then I guess this question should be directed at you. A little bit about the program content. What is the day-to-day life like for a GRIT athlete? And as well, I know they have training camps as well. So can you tell me a little bit about both of those things?
Yes, absolutely. So the 2021 GRIT athlete is quite busy. There's a lot going on. There are two training camps that we are holding. There's one monitored competition that they're required to attend, and then this competition is monitored by our head coach, Crystal Boylan. They're also required to complete foundational assessment videos, and those are submitted and then marked by our head coach. They're also involved with CSIO, daily training environments. So we visit their stable and facility to see kind of where they're at, see their horse, get to know their coach. And they're also participating in weekly strength and conditioning sessions. We've actually upped the ante because of COVID, and we're offering 2 sessions a week. So the athletes get a chance to join us on Mondays and Thursdays. And then also starting in May, we are starting mental training with our strength and conditioning coach as well. So that's a new aspect that we've opened up to in 2021. And aside from that, the athletes submit regular training updates as well as competition tracking. So we're keeping track of what they're doing throughout the year in terms of competing. And then monthly webinars with industry professionals as well. So lots going on, and the athletes are very busy and very involved, but really excited to keep going for 2021.
That's fantastic. And one of the things that I really like about this program is it's addressing the riders themselves as athletes, the horses themselves as athletes, and looking at the maintenance of the horses and how to get them to perform at their highest levels, both through riding and horsemanship. And I think that that's what's so wonderful about this program, is it's so well-rounded. And speaking about that well-roundedness, I read a great article that was in Horsesport magazine when I was preparing to speak with you guys today. And one of the things it touched on is the idea, 2 really fantastic ideas, actually. One, the involvement of parents and family in the program. And the other is about coaching, right? So these riders have coaches at home, and then they have the head coach of the team. And when they go off to the training camps, how the coaches essentially get to align their philosophies, and they have a coaching session as well, if you will, right? How to get everyone on the same page and up to the highest levels. So Brandon, did you maybe want to address some of that?
Sure. You're right. It's an all-encompassing program where it requires the coach of the athlete as well as the parents to be involved. And for that reason, we all know that it takes a village to develop an athlete. And if not everyone's on the same page or understanding the process, then there are kinks along the way. So specific to the grit camp, your parent does have to attend as well as your home coach, so that everyone is on board and understands what the training is going to be, what is required for next steps. And when you go back home, there are no surprises from the grit camp. I think it also knocks down a number of barriers where in any sport, coaches can be a little protective of their clients as well as their athletes. And this just goes to prove that you can have consultants who are hired like Crystal Boylan and Ian Miller to come in and give their expertise and then kind of take a step back and allow the other professionals to do their job. So it's funny to watch first-year athletes come in with their coaches and their parents and be a little nervous and hesitant, which rightfully so. But then when they leave, everyone's hugging each other and enjoying the experience. And I don't think anyone's ever left feeling offended. And that's what it's really all about. It's showing that this process can happen.
Right. And the idea that it's more than one sport, right? You have your eventers, you have your dressage riders, and you have your show jumpers. And the fact that these young athletes get to meet people from other disciplines and be supported by people in other disciplines, I think goes a really long way, right? They learn a lot from each other and their own journeys through the sport. I was lucky enough to be one of the speakers last year who spoke to the grit team, and I was incredibly impressed by these young athletes, the questions they brought up, how, really in tune they are, real students of the sport, which is so fantastic to see. And I started following a bunch of them on social media. And I have to say, one of the initiatives I really love, they all did updates, what's new for 2021, their updates. And it's absolutely fantastic. I suggest everyone go and follow them on social media. If you really like, it could be a TV show. It's so fantastic. It's so authentic. It's really great to watch. They talk about their goals. They introduce you to their horses, and they talk about, the things they're really trying to work on. And it's really brave. And it's, like I said, really authentic, and it's great content, and it makes you feel like you're going along for the ride with them. So how do people find these athletes to follow? Brandon,
Great question. Yeah, on our website, ontarioequestrian.ca, under the athlete development tab, there's a grit section. And on that page, it profiles every single athlete. So unfortunately, the new team for 2021, we couldn't get into a room and do photography with them for obvious reasons. But the entire team is listed with their profile, their social media handles. And I love that you highlighted the fact that they're doing this. Grit is also teaching them to be the young professional, and we understand that they will be professionals at some point. So we're teaching them how to present themselves, find their brand, find their voice, and learn how to use social media as a free tool to promote them and hopefully get those sponsors.
Yeah. Fantastic. Now, Hillary, can I ask you one more question? I think this one is really important. What is upcoming for 2021? What can we expect from these athletes and the program going ahead?
Yeah, so we're really excited. We have 4 stalls actually that we're able to host at Adena Springs North. So we're excited to invite our athletes to come there and train with Crystal, obviously on a much smaller scale due to COVID-19 restrictions. But this will give them the opportunity to ship out for multiple days and get that training with Crystal that they're all really yearning to get. So we're excited for that. We're calling them mini camps this year. And so we're really excited for that. And we're looking forward to our September camp as well, and hosting, like I said, our mental training once a month. So that's a new aspect of the program as well. And looking forward to monthly webinars with more industry professionals. So we're really excited for that.
So there's lots going on, very, very, very busy. So thank you guys so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. We are really looking forward to running this cycle of the DMEs challenge. And we are really looking forward to fundraising for this incredible program and this incredible initiative that you guys have started.